Welcome to episode 7, part 1 of Storm the Castle developer commentary, and we're here at the Victory Monument. We're about to take on Little Big Castle, but before that, I want to place the wolves I've gotten so far on the monument, just so they're there. And yeah, let's also put the head of Phil the Filthy, which players can put them like on the back there, or just, you know, on here. I like to put them on here so that later I can get Eyes of Ender and kind of like connect their head with the Ender portal thingy. That kind of looks cool, so that you can kind of like connect them. And yeah, I've also got all the artifacts I've gotten up till now, which I'll place in the gallery now, I guess, while I'm here. So, alright, so we got the full Berserker set, which I guess we'll place now. So Berserker armor set. Oh, the parkour boots, I do have those too. Let's place these. Meh. Parkour boots, got the name up there, I love that. And this sign says, remove the signs in front of the sets when completed, so that you can, you know, just not have these awkward signs just sitting there. And it's supposed to go helmet, torso, pants, and shoes in that order, so, you know, it looks like as it would be on someone's body. Do I have the boots of blinding speed? No, that's later. Let's just ditch the sign here, might as well. And onto the weapons gallery, where we have 3 things to place, maybe? I forget. Let's see, we got this, and is that it? I think so. So Everblade, Torch of Justice. Gotta be careful when placing that one so you don't place it down anyway. So the name still is still there. Prickly Shrub. This was Phil the Filthy's weapon. And yeah, next will be Ragefell the Clear Cutter, which is also coming up soon. Little Big Castle has a lot of side goals in it. I mean, has a lot of artifacts in it because it's such a massive area. So, if you missed a artifact, it's probably in Little Big Castle, if that's where you see like the artifact cutoff. Because the artifact gallery is in order of like when you find the artifacts, basically. So the artifacts from the beginning of the map will be at the start of the line of the items. Anyway, I think I'm pretty much ready to take on Little Big Castle. These boots might run out on me, but I can always bring these as a spare. They're basically the same thing, except for these have feather falling. And everything seems to be in order. Alright, onwards to the first area of intersection 3. This intersection is, I think I said before, is where the map starts to pick up, pretty much. And it's also where I've accumulated enough experience in map making to actually make the areas interesting, I guess, maybe. Well, the areas haven't been that bad so far, but, you know. So there's Little Big Castle, there's Fear, and there's Waterbreaker's Ocean. That one I'll be talking about a lot, because I'll probably have like 5 episodes in that one area because it's so friggin' huge. But anyway, this is going to be part 1 of this episode. I'm pretty sure I'm going to take more than one part to complete this area because it's just so huge. Well, yeah, it's a special kind of huge that's kind of unique, I think. So anyway, yeah, usually get a few natural spawns down here. I didn't put that much honeypotting around this area, so I might have wanted to do that instead of having all these natural spawns all over this initial room. Kind of lame, really. I really wanted a Smite 5 sword, but I didn't find any of the Smite 5 books that I know are in the Massive Rings of Flame somewhere. So that was a bit of an inconvenience, but this sword should be decent enough to deal with this area. This is supposed to be the easy area of this intersection, but of course, since it's a step up from intersection 2, because it's intersection 3, it'll still be harder than the areas of intersection 3. That's what I went for in terms of balance. So you see this line of glowstone. It used to be like indented in the ground, but then there was a lighting glitch that has something to do with like the chunks or whatever, and that caused the light to not even happen for some reason. I think there's still glowstone underneath it. Yeah, see, this layer of glowstone used to be the only one, but I had to put another layer because stupid Minecraft lighting stuff. Alright, so let's get started. This is Little Castle, and it's already freaking huge, really. So you can only imagine how big the big castle might be. And you can see already why this map is for 1.7.4 and not 1.7.2. There are chicken jockeys. I threw these in as soon as the 1.7.4 update happened, or it was in a snapshot actually. And yeah, I just love these chicken jockeys. Freaking hilarious. And it's with the theme of this castle because this is a little castle, so everything, all these mobs are going to be the smaller versions of the mobs you find in Big Castle. And yeah, chicken jockeys are just adorable. Run away from the witch, shoot them. Don't really have to care about these mini pigmen, because Little Castle, the mobs are not as difficult as the Big Castle ones. They're supposed to be like miniature versions and easier versions of the Big Castle mobs, I guess. They got cute little pink gear on them. Cute, aren't they? Just wait till they're bigger than you. Whoa. But the baby zombies and zombie pigmen used to not drop anything, so it was weird to have that update happen and then they suddenly drop all their crappy gear. But it's not that bad. I don't think I made the drop rate too bad. Fast little fellas, aren't you? Chicken jockeys. Ooh, iron ingot. Nice. This decorating was also pretty last minute. I saved decorating this castle for last because it was so ridiculously huge. But yeah, I threw in a bunch of random decorations and stuff. So this is basically the most decorated castle in the map because of, I don't know, it was the last decorating I did, and as I accumulated decorating experience, the decorations got better and more, I guess. So this would be the climax, I guess, of decorating. That's how I would say that, maybe. So yeah, there's a bit of random loops in here that I also put in last minute. So it's probably not anything too great. I mean, I think there are a few diamonds scattered around here, but other than that, pretty typical random stuff. Not exactly to the extremes of the Massive Rings of Flame kind of OP-ness. That sounded weird. Okay. Oh yeah, and carpets I did throw in at the last minute too. Where are these people? Where are these stupid zombies spawning? Yeah, the spawners are in like beneath the walls basically. I probably should take out this zombie pigman spawners because they're probably oh, there's not too many. But yeah, these guys aren't blocked by light, so I kind of want to. Yeah, there it is. Nice. Guessed right. Ah, there we are. Yeah, there's probably one on the other side. Want to take that out. They're adorable though, aren't they? Okay, so it's right here. Some symmetry, OCD. There we go. Oh, and along with like everything in the map, it's also symmetrical. So this room is perfectly symmetrical to this room. So yeah, you only really have to explore half the castle, pretty much. Did I check this? No, I didn't. Diamond legs. Ooh, and stacked potions. This is also where I start giving out stacked potions. Basically just in stacks of 8 is where it would be typical. And I hide some loots and some hoppers for just a joke, kind of. So that's a free diamond for me, I guess. I can make a diamond pick now from all the diamonds I have. I'll probably do that as soon as I get an Efficiency 5 book, which I might go back into the Massive Rings of Flame to look for, along with Smite 5. Unless I put some book loots in some of these chests, I might have. Oh no, not the ghasts. Wait, oh yeah, these ghasts are not stacked on bats, so they aren't going to be screaming and messing up my audio, so thankfully I don't have to turn off my mob sounds this time. And I believe there's either like diamonds or emeralds in pretty much every one of these hopper decorations. So if you just spam click and then spam shift click and you should get the diamond/emerald eventually. The one thing I don't like about these chicken jockeys is they kind of have too many chickens all around, you know. If too many spawn, it can kind of get overwhelming on the chickens. Ooh, hello. Wow. Yeah, see that these guys have really low HP to make them seem more like a mini baby enemy, basically. But there are more of them than the big mobs in the big castle, so that it's sort of more balanced. So you have like more swarms of these guys, but they're not as tough at all. But in order to make this episode a decent length, I kind of want to be able to just rush through a lot of these. Because yeah, this castle can take forever. Especially if you don't know where you're going. If you don't know where you're going and you get lost or something, or you can't find where to go, this castle can be, you know, really tedious and time consuming, and I probably could have indicated the correct paths a lot better. But I do like this area in terms of exploration. Now these skeletons in full chain are supposed to be baby skeletons, but because there are no baby skeletons, they're just kind of, you know, weakened skeletons. Even in Big Castle, I turned them into wither skeletons, basically. And so they are bigger in Big Castle, so that makes sense there. But yeah, they are weakened in this little castle, so that they are kind of simulating what a baby skeleton would be like, I guess. It can get annoying though, because I keep knocking back. But they usually die in like one hit if you have a decent sword. They do aggro on themselves. Here's a little throne here, I guess. Only the throne in Big Castle really has anything of value, I think. So this is kind of going to show that the difficulty is kind of picking up with this castle because, yeah, there's a lot of mobs going on in the place and it's really annoying me right now, but yeah, I should be able to take out these spawners and have this throne safe. Okay. Eat. Oh, my boots coming. Oh, my boots. Doing okay for now. Yeah, I didn't anticipate them updating babies to actually drop their loot, so there might be too much loot going on in terms of yeah, babies. Actually, I did forget to explore a bit more downstairs in the little castle, so I might want to go back down there to show that. And yeah, these baby skeleton spawners are kind of like all over the place, so I'm not going to bother with like taking them out. I'm just going to run past them because they're not that threatening whatsoever. Wait, this heads up, doesn't it? I want to go back down for just a second. Die. Witches! And I like this layout of this this room with all this crap spread all over the place. It kind of reminds you of like a paintball course, you know. It's kind of what I went for, like a little paintball course for the skeletons to shoot at you through, and kind of like bunch of obstacles. And it does look a lot better in Big Castle as well. I really like this room in Big Castle. It's just majestic and awesome. So I think this way goes down to the first floor again, but this goes down to the middle of the... Oh yeah, this... Kind of have to mine that out because of the way the staircase kind of worked out. And yeah, here's the bottom floor again. Bunch of zombie spawners on the sides. I really want efficiency on the pickaxe, but I know there is an efficiency pickaxe in this castle, so I'll probably pick that up when I get to it. Yeah, there we go. Go away! Baby skeleton. Shoot. Alright. So yeah, continuing with the carpet and nether rack for some reason. And there's just a few spawners in the middle here. Not too big a deal. God, it takes forever to mine spawners with this crappy pickaxe. Oh. Not a babies. Die, babies. Yeah, this is kind of why I wanted Smite, because there's a lot of undead mobs in this castle. But it would have been very helpful to have Smite. Are there spawners in this? Yeah, there are spawners in the corners. I like my corner spawners, I guess. Come on, die. God, that takes forever. Okay. Baby zombies, die. Alright, just a couple more spawners, and then I can actually do stoof. I think there's one more in this corner, and I'll probably just ignore those corners, because it's not that much of an issue. Now, over here, there's a little hint here. You're a bit big for this entrance, eh? Kind of hinting like where to come back to after something happens, I'll just say right now. And that thing down there is also blocked by bedrock, so you can't just like ender pearl through it. and cheese it that way. It's kind of a shout out to, oh yeah, this whole area, I forgot to mention, it's kind of a shout out to one of the areas in Super Mario 64, if you play that game. It's, yeah, it's an area that you can shrink or expand, and the area changes with you. Basically, the area kind of like shrinks and you become bigger, kind of thing. Maybe you could shrink or something? So yeah, that's the idea I had when I was going into building this, is to have like a shrink area or shrink button so that you can come back to Big Castle, I guess. And it would almost be like you shrink. So this room's kind of useless. I probably could have put some random loot in that room, thinking back. And I know that the thing over there is only applicable to Big Castle, so I'll kind of just skip that. This is also why I brought three stacks of torches. This place is very tedious to torch up because there's so much space. Alright, so the opposite end of this room should be the entrance to the staircase going up. So let me just skip all these. Hey, babies. Sprint! God. Yeah, that's the thing with having too many mobs. You can't sprint. It's really hard to start sprinting because you get hit and then it cancels your sprint for some reason. Why can't you just... I know I could use control or whatever to sprint, but I'm too used to double tapping W, which doesn't freaking work sometimes like that. It didn't sprint. Come on, sprint. God. Cheap sprint mechanic. I hate it. Alright. Now mobs shouldn't be able to climb over that. And I'll head up. I also brought like a full stack of steak because I know that this castle takes a while, and if a castle takes a while, you want to have a lot of food on you. Up here is where you'll find the ghasts. Their spawners are just kind of up on the roofs there. I don't really think that they're that much of an issue to warrant a attack on the roof, but maybe some players might find it helpful to take them out. They don't spawn that often, but there is a lot of their spawners, so... Okay, let's continue safing up this... Dang it. You be skeletons, you don't walk in the fire. And over here is like one of the only things you can notice up here. Did I get him? No? Oh, he got me though. Die, die. Oh, come on, that was a hit. Hit! Come on now, there we go. Alright. So this entrance is a bit small for you to get through, but you can just mine out that slab and in. There's a couple of jockey spawners. That bottom one was a spider jockey, kind of. It was a cave spider with a zombie pigman baby riding it. So that was a bit of a different kind of jockey. This just gives you a power 3 bow. It's kind of hinting that in Big Castle everything is sized up, right? So if you come back here for a different bow, it's gonna have a higher power on it. You would assume so. I would hope that people would assume that. But yeah, if you come back to that place, I think it's a power 5 bow instead of power 3, so that's there in Big Castle, so I'll get to that in a second. Or a minute, or whatever. Let me just look in this building. It's the only other building on this entire friggin' castle courtyard thingy. And this is just golden boots, hinting at an artifact golden boots that is in Big Castle. So that's why that's there. It's just a hint, it's not really a loot. Ah, come on. Oh, that was a hit. Darn, gas. Oh, whatever. Screw it. Get in here. This is kind of like the main thing you see in the courtyard, so I would assume players would just go right for this. So let's get in here. Get away from this stupid cat. Spawn these out before I round the corner because they might have spawned in here, but guess not. It's just a typical tower kind of thing. How's my boots? They're But because I can't repair these boots, I'm just gonna let them die, basically, and then replace them after they're done. I got a fair few uses left on them, so we'll just wait. Ah, he's so cute. I like how you can't hit the chicken. You have to hit the zombie on top of the chicken so that you can't just, so it's not too easy to take out the chicken and make it a non-chicken taco. These ghasts are so loud! Well, they're loud to me. I'm not sure how they get picked up on the recording. But we're almost to Big Castle, so we can not hear these guys. So, to Big Castle, or this is basically a shrink ray. So you press the button and you're in a bigger room. Oh, come on, enough of the gas. So yeah, in Big Castle everything's basically doubled in size. And all the mobs have grown up. I have 53 levels on them, holy crap. So yeah, here's the big pigman. They do a lot more damage because they have an iron sword on them. And here's the big zombies. They're also pretty fast too, because they're supposed to be like bigger than you. Now there's a bully instead of you. Like, this pickaxe sucks. They also have knockback resistance. I did put like a point something, like 0.5 or something knockback resistance on the zombies, so they are threatening that way too. And these are double-sized stair blocks, basically. I really want to get away from these ghasts, so I'm just gonna skip these guys for now. And just ignore them. Because Big Castle is way too big to take your time on. Like if you try to secure all these mobs and spawners and such, it might take too long and you might get swarmed and die or something. One thing's for sure, I want freaking ghasts to shut up. God, they're so loud. Why are ghasts so loud compared to everything else? Alright, that should be good. There we go, much better. Now I don't think I edited these ghasts to be any different from the ghasts in Little Castle. Although I probably could have. Ooh. Oh yeah, giants spawn. Sometimes. Oh, there are giant spawners, so that's why. These zombies while I shoot at them. Should be able to handle this place. Now I don't know if you can just like comprehend the sheer size of this castle, but it's freaking just ridiculous. Like in terms of the basement to the ceiling, or the the top of the castle, it basically goes from bedrock to height limit. So yeah, it's a pretty dang big castle. And yeah, you can see these mobs are now pretty threatening to me. And their spawn radius and spawn detection radius have been increased to also make it so that they spawn like from the same kind of percentage of the castle as Little Castle and the little mobs. So you really want to just take out their spawners, because they are pretty beefy. Now giant mechanics, I think I went over this in a previous test world video. But they have a lot of HP, and they hit really high if they hit you, but they usually don't hit you. And yeah, the skeleton's on top of the giant, in order to make it able to spawn, because giant spawn requirements are kind of like impossible or something. Yeah, there's something that prevents giants from spawning by themselves, so you kind of have to put something on top of the giant to determine spawn conditions, basically. Alright. Been talking over guests this whole time. Now that they're gone, don't have much to talk about. Alright. Baby zombie and Big Castle, lol. And, okay, so there's just another giant out here. And the skeleton might start shooting at you, and then he'll hit the head from the inside on the giant, which is kind of funny. It's like being shot from the inside out. Gross. And here's what the golden boots were hinting at. These are the boots of blinding speed, which is a shout out to Morrowind. If you remember, there were a pair of boots from Morrowind that are called the Boots of Blinding Speed. It's like a quest reward or something. And yeah, they make you go super fast, but they blind you basically. And that's what I based this item on. I wish I could have put like blindness on the attributes or something. That would be cool to make them actually like the Boots of Blinding Speed. But I guess the speed was fine on its own. It is a lot of speed though. I think I put like 50% speed. That's a huge increase in speed, and you can stack it with the, the speed potions here and all that stuff. Oh wait, do I really want to? No, I don't really want to raid the thing over there for the Power 5 bow, because I like my bow. But there is a Power 5 bow in that thing over there, and it's guarded by pigmen riding spiders, I think. Pretty sure. Alright, now here's the middle room, which I love in Big Castle, because it's just so majestic and awesome, and the skeletons are now a threat, because look at them. They're wither skeletons with a normal skeleton skull on them, but they don't drop the skull, so that, yeah, you can't cheat the monument with them. But yeah, they have punch on their bows and flame, and they're really all around a lot more threatening than the baby skeletons. And they're taller, which was the point of using wither skeletons. And you can already see these obstacles are now a lot more bigger, so you can like actually not be able to see above them for the most part. So that's also something I like. And there's the throne in all of its majesty. Oh, not that throne. Really spent my time actually decorating that throne in particular. Alright, let's take care of these spawners and move in on the throne, because there is a loot in the throne that is an artifact, so I want it. 55 levels, jeez. Yeah, it's guarded by a lot of zombie pigman spawners. I think there's one right here. Kind of unfair how I've memorized these spawner locations, but yeah, I'm just kind of making it a little faster for myself so I can get this area in only like 2 or 3 episodes. Hopefully 2. I'm pretty sure I can do this castle in 2 episodes, or 2 parts of an episode. So yeah, here's the King's Crown. It's a pretty dang strong item, but it does break pretty fast, because of course it's gold, and even though it's got Unbreaking X, which I'm pretty sure works. I mean, I've heard rumors that Unbreaking X just doesn't work, but I'm pretty sure it definitely helps at least. But yeah, it's got Protection 5, which is really powerful, and it's got +4 attack damage. That's like adding another, like a wooden sword to every hit you attack with. And it so yeah, if you put that on and you have a diamond sword on, your attack damage will be like heavily impacted. And this is all, you can see all this running going on that I have to do to get anywhere. That's why there's speed potion spawners everywhere, so you can actually get places pretty quickly. And got this big skeleton. Die. Stupid punch. Okay. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, King's Crown also has oh wait, it's only +1 knock attack damage. Oh, where are you? There you are. But it does have a +4 HP. That's stupid punch bows. And +4 HP is like basically +2 hearts. So you'll get more HP and more damage by wearing the item, but of course it will degrade really fast. Already out of torches. Okay, let's put that down so I can make another 2 stacks. Probably make so there we go. And this is back on the first floor of the castle. I'll probably have to explore all the rooms again. Ugh, this castle is massive. Oh yeah, I haven't told how I actually like sized it up. There's a clone tool in MC Edit that basically lets you make a copy of an area, and you can also size it up so that you can like put in a scale factor of 2, and that'll basically double the size. And that's what I did to Little Castle to make Big Castle, basically. So Little Castle is basically the template that I used to size up from that. And it was easy to add decorations and then copy the decorations and then copy them at double size. in this castle because everything is at a 2-to-1 scale. So yeah, I took a pretty easy way out in terms of making a double-sized castle. Oh yeah, and the teleporters work obviously as teleporters to and from either castle. So if you find a teleporter in this castle that teleports you back to, it'll teleport you back to where you would be in Little Castle if you were in the same place. Yeah, you get the picture. But yeah, it's a pretty simple way to do a shrinking and like sizing up kind of mechanic. I liked it. I thought there was a pretty neat story kind of concept to implement. Even though I didn't do the best job at decorating both the castles or making them easy to navigate or find the goals in. I'm pretty happy with this castle, like as a whole. It's pretty I'd consider it a quality CTM area build in terms of aesthetics and gameplay, probably. Yeah. Wish I had a smite sword. Yeah. This would have made this so much easier if I had some smite. Alright, just a few more spawners to take care of, then I can actually explore more of this bottom floor. There's a lot to explore on the bottom floor of this castle in particular. There's Ragefell the Clear Cutter, that's really well hidden, like really well hidden. And then there's those symmetrical rooms back there again. I'll show the sized up versions of them. Take out the pigman spawner first because it can spawn in any light level. And I think I'll just leave those spawners on that side there for now. And I'll head over here. I think I did increase these guys' follow distance to make them, yeah, actually follow you for the huge distances around this castle, and also just to make them more big, I guess. And I think this was before the update that made zombies follow distance like defaultly increased. Well, the MC edit filter for geared mobs that Seth Bling made basically uses the default zombie from a previous version of Minecraft, and it copies all the attributes from that zombie. So all geared zombies basically will have default attributes from a previous version, unless you manually change them, of course, which I do for a lot of my zombies. But yeah, anyway, blah blah blah. Okay, so here's the bedrock tunnel you saw in Little Castle, only it's sized up so you can actually fit through here. And I guess technically you could ender pearl through the Little Castle tunnel, but I actually did put like a bedrock walled thing behind it so that even if you ender pearled through it, you couldn't go anywhere through it anyway. So yeah, this is the only way to get into this room, basically, is to be in Big Castle and yeah, go here. A lot of natural spawns in this room for some reason. I'll just skip them because this area is just so massive. Probably could have decorated this room similar to the rooms over there, but I guess not. Alright. And here's a teleporter to Little Castle in this room, so that you're kind of like, you get into this room in Little Castle, so that was kind of a cool thing to do. But first of all, I want to get the loot that's here in this Big Castle, so let me just get to it. Freaking undecorated rooms. Really gotta work on that in future maps, actually like decorating places that need decorating. Alright, so you can see a chest guarded by 4 spawners, which is similar to the Little Castle, but it's Little Castle versions. And they're spider jockey with zombie pigmen riding them. The zombie pigmen can't, because of their increased reach, they can hit you while the spider's hitting you. So that's why there's pigmen on top instead of zombies. Or skeletons, I don't know. It's kind of like cavalry. Because pigmen actually can hit you. I think they can actually, I'm not sure, because melee mobs, I'm not sure if they actually hit you when they're stacked on stuff. So yeah, here's an efficiency 2 iron pickaxe. It's better than mine actually, so I might as well do that. But there is a better version of this pickaxe in Little Castle because it's a bit harder to get to, or it requires a bit more thought to get to the little castle version, because you have to go through the teleporter and then come back to this corner here. I actually think I will go get the little castle version, and then I might end the episode yeah, pretty soon here. Might actually end it like when I get to the teleporter. It's a pretty safe location. And so anyway, this has been Little Big Castle Part 1, and keep forgetting you guys spawn here. Die, die, die. Okay. So in Part 2, I hope to finish the castle and finish looting the castle, and also look at the decorations in the rooms over there. So yeah, see you next time for Part 2.